was good, y'all. Feel me? Feel like the days between me making videos get longer and longer and shit. But nah, y'all don't even know the half. And finally the sun out when I'm out here. It usually don't even be out, cause I be waking up at night and shit. But word. I just got another download. Something when I just got up today. Not even when I got up, when I was going to sleep. I just traversed down that deep web. You feel me? That deep web that we call a mind and shit. I start going deeper into it. Something just told me, yo, make this vid for y'all when you get up. Like, that's what it was. I was doing reflecting, right, on myself, and I'm like, yo, it's really the questions. Like, I said this before on a post when I realized it, but it just came to me now when I was going to sleep. It's kind of like I was meditating for a good minute before I was asleep, and then I went into sleep. And then as I was waking up, I was coming back into the same thought. So I'm like, yo, that shit crazy. But something just told me to make this vid for y'all, so here I am. You know what I mean? I ain't get one of those feelings in a while. I was like, yo, something just influencing me to make the vid. Alright, well, here we go. First thing first, I want to say, hope you're having a beautiful day. If not, I hope this video will make your day a little bit more positive. And you could take, obviously you're going to get something out of it. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm always speaking the real shit. But, you know, hopefully this add a little more oomph to your day and shit. But, yeah, so it's really the questions for real. What I said on the post was, don't quote me on this because I be speaking so much gems. I don't forgot what I said word for word, but I know I said something like, the questions is what leads you to the growth, but the answers to the questions that you come up with in your head, that's how you gauge it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's how you gauge how much you've grown, and, you know, emotionally and mentally. You know how when they try and give you an example, when they give you a quiz and shit, right? Or when they give you homework after or before the quiz, it's usually have the same type of questions that's around the quiz, and your answers determine if you grew from the quiz or if you or if you didn't grow from the quiz, basically. Like if you got the knowledge and you internalized it and then you went on, you feel me, and you know it now, you know what you're doing. It's really pretty much the same thing in life. You feel what I'm saying? Because you're gonna encounter a lot of life lessons and shit. But if you don't ask yourself the questions, like it's on a tab card, you feel what I'm saying? Ask yourself those deep questions. Only difference is it really get deeper. I mean, the sun beaming on me right now and shit. But only difference is it really get beaming. I'm about to get my hair done again, bro. Playing ball and shot and sweating my shit out. But only difference is the questions just get deeper, you feel me? When you talking to yourself. Not really talking to yourself like a crazy person, but you just ask yourself questions that cause you to think. Most of y'all have grown and shit off my videos because I force you to ask yourself the questions. If not, I'm asking you the question directly, you know, that cause you to reflect on yourself and get in that wistful mood to where you now, your answers shifted from the answers it would have had before I asked you the question. I'm gonna give y'all another example. I went around, I seen something on Instagram and shit. It was like a list of questions and shit. Somebody had shared it on their story. And the fourth question was, would you rather like give out love or be loved? So I'm asking myself now. I'm like, I already know my answer. I'm like, I'd rather just give out love, honestly. Because when you tapped in with the source, you know, love is infinite. You permeate that throughout your being. You don't need to receive that from other people. Plus, since a young age, like, I always been instilled with love from my mother and shit. So, you know, everybody might not have that. But yeah, I always had it. It's not like something I never craved because I always had it. So when I receive it, yeah, I'll receive it, you know, we bask in it and I'll reciprocate it. for whoever gave it to me, but it's never something I crave or that I needed throughout my life because I already had it. And self-love, I never really even, I was so objective to reality that I never even took this like, even on my appearance, like to a certain age, till I got to middle school, right? I never even took into account my appearance. I never paid any attention to it. I swear, like I look in the mirror, I look at myself from an objective standpoint. I never decided the fact that if I was ugly or if I looked good. I never, you feel me, made that assessment. I just left it like, yo, this is my appearance. Like that's what I'm saying. I've been woke before I was woke. I just was like, yo, this is my appearance and this is what it is. You feel me? But it's only till when I got to middle school, and that's when the girls start coming up to you like, yo, you wanna go out with me, shit like that, like, or they fuck with you or whatever. And now so I ask myself, I'm like, yo, why they keep shooting their shot? But as I'm asking myself, I'm like, they keep saying I look good. You feel me? My mother telling me, yo, you look nice, this and that. I start to put it together. I'm like, oh, you feel me? So they must find my appearance attractive. So even if I didn't find myself attractive myself, they would have found me attractive regardless. So I just took that, and I basically just took their word for it. To be honest with you, I'm like, okay, well, everybody's saying I'm attractive, so I must be attractive. And that's what it was. Like when I got to middle school, that's why I'm like, oh, feel me? I ain't even start feeling myself or nothing because the whole time I didn't even identify with the body. I just was like, oh, this is my appearance. Like I never even see. That's what I'm saying. Somebody had to put the shit that shit on TV because y'all niggas like the mental defense. They always, trying to glorify beauty and set a certain standard for how beauty look. And it's really beauty in the eyes of the beholder, bro. That's really a fact. But they try to set a certain standard, so that's really why y'all be tripping like that. Like, that's why at a young age, y'all force y'all to hate yourself or not think y'all look beautiful. Y'all really be beautiful as a motherfucker. But y'all, like, it be girls out here that's pretty than motherfucker, but they just don't know they just find their appearance not attractive because maybe when they was younger before the glow up, or maybe when they was younger they just set a certain beauty standard and they just don't live up to that beauty standard, so they considering their real self to be chopped, and they probably look better than the beauty standard if you ask me, because most of this shit is whitewash. But yeah, that's like a whole different video in itself. I hadn't made a video like that, but I think YouTube took it down, or I didn't have no storage at the time. But yeah, that's like, word. That's really what it is, to be honest with you. Like, that's really what be going on. But that's like a whole nother video. I just be dipping. It's like everything interconnected. I just be dipping through. Like, I'm right here in the middle, but everything, as soon as I start talking on one thing, I could just, swerve into a new lane that quick. And then the wordplay just take it up that far. But yeah, I never even pondered on that fact. Like, am I attractive, or if I find myself attractive, or I find myself not attractive? I basically just really took niggas' word for it. And then after, when I started getting more into, I'm gonna say, yeah, that's a whole different video, but this is the last time I'm saying on it. I'm gonna say when I got to high school and shit, and I started really looking at myself in that way, to where I'm analyzing my appearance to see if I find myself attractive or not. Then I'm like, yeah, I look good. Like, that's what it was. So if you want to talk about that level of self-love, it's not really something that I even pondered upon until, like, the appearance. People associate their self-love mostly with their appearance, because that's what, I don't know, that's what they glorify about themselves, because everybody want to identify with the body. So what I'm saying, I'm gonna be honest, but really, beauty in the eyes of the beholder. So if you switch your perspective, you could find the least attractive person attractive. I might be dragging it, but there's certain people out here that you would think is ugly at first, but you can't. Like, I know some niggas out here, because I be talking to my mans and shit, and they be like, I forgot, we was having one conversation, and they was like, yo, a calm 7 with a fire personality. Like, it make you forget they ugly. Oh, I was talking to my man Keon. Shout out my nigga Keon and shit. I was talking to Keon, we was in the car and shit. I'm like, yo, I forgot who he's talking about, but somehow, some way, it got to the point where someone was like, oh, like a 7 with a personality that's fire. It make you like forget, like, or a 6, like a 6 or a 7 with a fire personality. It make you like forget that you like, feel me, that she not all that. Cause you know, as you feeling the personality, the vibe is just nice. So you really don't even care like that. To be honest with you, you really don't even care like that if she not all that. You just calm with it, like you fine with it, cause her personality just compensate for that much of a difference. Like, and he was talking about it, and I was weak and shit, but it really was a fact. He was talking truth on that. I ain't gonna lie. We would be talking about some goofy shit, but he was talking truth on that. Everything got meaning if you just look for it. Everything got meaning. But yeah, that shit was funny as fuck. Alright, so let me get back on track though. Back to the questions though. So yeah, and most of the people I asked, they gave me that same answer. You know, they most of them, you know, in this time of my life, I'm attracting beings, and you know, I got beings around me who understand that there's a source of love out there already provided. All you have to do is tap into it, and you already, you know, and there's people out here, even without knowing that they tapped in, they subconsciously tapped in to that source where they just permeate love throughout their being, especially the goddesses. You know, a lot of niggas, they wasn't taught how to love or to be loved when they growing up. But a lot of, you feel me, a lot of queens out there, they already naturally possess that because they already live on a love frequency. They just don't be in tune with their femininity. That's why our mother's always so nurturing to the child and shit. You feel what I'm saying? It's already in their head. It's already there. They just have to, you know, tap into it. It's already there. Everything already encoded in the DNA. All you gotta do is tap in. You feel what I'm saying? And you know, society, they blackball men. So a lot of men don't have a lot of emotional intelligence because of that same reason. And they don't have no mental defense to be able to deflect society and, you know, still possess that strong-willed love that a man has when he at the peak of his emotional intelligence. Alright, so yeah. But see, a lot of niggas don't ask those certain questions, so they not able to peek behind the veil. So they can't embrace their kinghood, and they can't build their kingdom because they haven't realized that they're a king. They haven't, you know, grew to that full potential. But yeah, I'm going crazy in this video. It's been a minute, but I ain't fall off, bro. I ain't fall off. I'm still here, son. Like, it never stopped. But for real, something just really came here and was like, yo, when you get up, go get him this download, feel me? And Snoop was already waiting for me at the door, so you know what time it was. But yeah, it's really the question. Like, people will ask normally basic questions, and you know what they teach you in school? When they teach you about open-ended questions, and they be like, you know, open-ended questions don't really have a yes or no answer. It's really made for you to think. That's how you become a critical thinker. You ask yourself open-ended questions that force you down the web that we call the mind, bro. It forces you down the ocean, nigga. The ocean of consciousness where you keep sinking lower and lower. And that's how you get that growth. And then depending on the answers you come up with determines which level you at, and you could gauge yourself by the answers you come up with. Like, let me give you an example right now off the top of my head, because niggas be doing this. Niggas will ask, when this bitch gonna text me back? And the answer probably would be something like, oh, she probably fucking with another nigga, some shit like that. She ain't text nigga back in a long time. Or it's probably, oh, fuck that bitch, it's DTB, this, whatever. Feel what I'm saying? A different way a nigga could say it is when you ask yourself, why she not texting you back? And you go down the list and read it. It still might be the same answer for a nigga. But if you really think, the when and the why is two different things. It still might be the same answer because a nigga still come up with the same conclusion. But I'm saying, just based on the why, it's more possibilities you could say with that. It's more, you know, it's endless fucking shit you could come up with. Because the mind's so crazy, it could come up with scenarios that's not even real. Feel what I'm saying? So, it's really all about the questions. People don't ask themselves enough questions. And then that's why they answers, they always come and when y'all think to yourself in your head, what y'all really be thinking about? What do y'all really be thinking about? Y'all think about, you feel me? Like when you trying to reflect and you trying to go through those muddy emotions, feel me? And you trying to go through those muddy emotions, you trying to like think like, yo, why I feel this way? Why am I feeling this way? What caused this emotion? What's the root of it? And how do I move past it? You feel me? Not run away from it, not sit through it. And how do I move past it? How do I allow it to pass me? Why am I even mad in the first place? Y'all be so out of tune with y'all emotions. Y'all don't even be knowing why y'all be feeling a certain way. But y'all never sit to ask. Y'all just go and try to run to advice before y'all even sit with yourself. And that's why a lot of y'all is stop y'all emotional intelligence at a level where you basically a child inside. Because you never allowed your inner child to mature. So you never got a chance for your inner child to merge with the you now, to the point where you could switch in between both and get a childlike passion emotionally, but get a mature emotional, blueprint for how you interact with yourself and how you interact with others type shit. Think about what I'm really saying. Think about it deeply. Ask yourself these type of questions when you sitting alone and you be feeling a certain way and don't even know why. Get to the root cause. Break it down. That's how you become a critical thinker. Notice you probably ain't even pay attention to this, but the nigga that be asking the most questions, y'all be thinking the nigga goofy, but he probably be the one that understand it the most in the end, because he done asked the whys behind the whys behind the whys. I say this, right? I say this to people. I forgot I said it to. No, I know I said it to, actually. I said this to this girl, right? This queen. I said, I always ask, because she would ask me why am I asking so much questions. And I said I always ask the why behind the why behind the why, because there's always another curtain behind the curtain. Y'all remember on the cartoon, I don't know, it be some cartoon or some movie I seen where they was closing a curtain. It was like a joke. They closed the curtain and then closed another one and then closed another one, then closed another one. So when they opened it up, it took man long for the play to start. So it's like kind of like that. If you imagine it like the metaphor, there's always another curtain behind the curtain. So when you ask the why behind the why behind the why, it's always going to be another why, boy. It's always going to be another why. I need to know, why am I doing this? Like, this how you learn. This how you learn. I need to know, why am I doing this? I need to know what I'm doing it for. I need to know what's going to happen if I do this. And I need to know, shit like that. You feel me? Like, if you're doing in math, I need to know, why am I doing this? Why am I subtracting this right here? What is it going to do? What am I heading? What am I trying to get out of this equation? Feel what I'm saying? Ask those type of questions. It's the same thing in real life. You ask questions. Depending on the answer, depending on how you gauge yourself in terms of where you at. Word. If it's some low vibrational answer, then you know where you stand at. And be honest with yourself. And then that's where the healing come in. So word. Title of the vid, questions. It's just that simple. Questions. That's really all it is, man. Questions. This is how I became a genius that I am right now, because I questioned every single thing that was ever put in front of me before I made any judgments or anything about anything. I always questioned it first. And this is why niggas can never try to play me. This is why niggas can never, they can't get one up on me. Because I've already questioned niggas 100,000 times and questioned myself and my interaction before I even do it. I've already overanalyzed and psychoanalyzed niggas and people alike over like 100 times in my head, to the point I've already mastered. Like, it's to the point where I can read them. Like, I actually grasp onto their character and their personality, and I store it in files. I actually have files in my brain, compartments where I have niggas files. I could pull your file out and start pulling cards. Is that crazy? And then it be some stuff you might not even have told me, to the point it seemed like I'm being kind of psychic, like. But it's just I've been so used to people reading people for so long, I could just get a feel. You feel what I'm saying? I could just get a feel just based off the little amount of data that I collected. I could just get a feel and shit. It's really how I became a genius that I am today, really. It's just questions. I question every single thing niggas put in front of me. I question any religion people try to force me into. When I was growing up, niggas taking me to church, doing all that extra. I'm falling asleep in church. I'm questioning myself. They got me questioning myself. This is how crazy it is. They got me questioning myself like I'm the problem. Little did I know it wasn't me. They got me going to something I never subscribed to personally. I'm just a child trying to live life, and I have to go here to the service that's boring as shit, putting me to sleep every time. I'm like, damn, fuck am I going to sleep for? Like, I don't fuck with this nigga or something. It's like crazy. I'm over here questioning. I'm like, why they taking me here? Then I start getting angry toward people taking me here. Or talking about it to me because it's mad. It's killing my childhood. It's literally killing me, bro. With boredom and bullshit. I feel like I'm getting fed bare bullshit in my brain. Shit really killing me at this point. It killing my inner child. Like, goddamn, nigga, I just want to be a child and just be carefree. Niggas trying to force me to subscribe to this shit. I question that. I question religion. I always was skeptic of everything thrown in front of me. Question the school system. Question the government. Question everything. I question everything. I swear to God, I question myself the most. As much as you think I question you, I question myself way more. I don't know. It's something about a statistic saying the average person has some number of 1,000 thoughts in a day. Most of those thoughts be questions. And that's how I am today. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Guess it's going to have to be the end of the vid. Chase Snoop, man. But yeah, I've been going a minute. That don't mean I fell off, man. I'm still working. If anything, I've actually been working on upgrading something bigger. Cause I'm out there and introduce y'all to something I'ma name it Hood Nigga Astrology, right? Cause I understand that a lot of y'all niggas ain't get the I'ma just say a lot of y'all ain't really pay attention. And a lot of this stuff is mathematics because it's so precise. It's so precise. The universe don't miss. And it didn't do it by accident. You could really go in there and then tell you about something about yourself that you didn't want to accept. Your damn self. And it pull your cards out. It's so precise with this shit. It's not. This nigga just closed the door on me, boy. Crazy. Security out here locking me up. But yeah, it's so precise. It's like it don't miss. It didn't do it by accident. You can actually see how precise it actually was. And your journey coming here and what the planets was during your birth. That's what make it like, yo. That's what make you the sign you was. You know, shit like that. That's a whole nother vid shit. But yeah. It's so precise. Nothing was on accident. Everything was done purposely and with precise accuracy. Pinpoint accuracy, nigga. Beam. Laser beam accuracy. So yeah, man. Y'all stay tuned for that Hood Nigga Astrology coming soon. Y'all already know how I get. Bum ass nigga locked me out. It's so good though. I'm back in the building. Snoop, you got anything you want to say? You got anything you want to say though? Alright, man. Alright, Snoop said peace. She don't give a fuck. She ain't really paying attention. But I know what it is, man. I love y'all kings and queens out there. Keep asking yourself those questions. Keep elevating. Nobody believe in you, I believe in you. If nobody believe in you, you need to believe in yourself most of all. And keep striving for greatness. Remember, you the manifestor of your life. And you manifest it the way you see fit. Heart go out to y'all. Condolences go out to you if it wasn't a good day. Hopefully I made it better. And I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. Thanks so much. I'm out. Peace.